Steve, you're talking a lot about marketing momentum. What do you mean by that?
Let me step back and talk about where consumer marketing has gone in the last few years, because I think that'll put it in perspective. But if you think about the advertising in the public relations arena, we've gone through periods where we go in and out of the marketplace. Our clients go in with flights of advertising, go in with marketing communications or programs in public relations, and then we leave the marketplace and go back. So it's been this in and out and cyclical period. Now, we've seen that change with the digital space into this term that we've called always-on marketing. And always-on is an interesting term, and it relates to that 24/7 environment that is, our companies are always on, and consumers are always, and customers are always looking at what they're saying. Well, that's true, but I don't think that goes quite far enough. I think we need to change that term from always on to always engaged, and that's where marketing momentum comes in.
What do you actually mean by always engaged?
Always engaged does start with being always on, but it goes a step further, and an important step further. It's how you engage your consumers and customers over a longer period of time with your brand, service, or product. So it is how relevant you stay to them and how much they feed back into the process. And if it's an online environment, it can be online or it can be offline. But if it's in an online environment, is how are they providing more information and how are they participating in the communications?
Now, Steve, if I'm a cynical corporate, I could think that perhaps Ogilvy is just trying to drum up more business for itself. What's the benefit and return on this?
Well, let me start by saying CMOs today wake up with nightmares in a cold sweat because they're scared. They're really scared about how they're going to keep their brand, their products or their services in front of the customer or the consumer all the time. So always on marketing to build, to always engage, to create this marketing momentum means that they can have sweet dreams rather than nightmares. What it means is that we help them ensure that their brand is in front of those customers all the time. So it's not a good to have, it's a must have in the marketplace today. And it's not about building our revenue, it's about building their reputation in the marketplace and making sure that they're constantly, not just in front of their customers, but engage with their customers and consumers.
Steve, you talk about a brand's reputation. It's true, isn't it, that in the age of social marketing and social media, that a brand's reputation can go up and down very, very quickly.
Yeah, a brand's reputation can go down immediately based on a crisis, even if they've been building it for years. But crisis communications is again, part of the environment. And it's interesting that you should bring that up because in the digital area, crisis communications become a totally different arena than it used to be. When consumers and customers can react and engage again, there's that word, they can engage again immediately in a crisis situation. That means that corporations always have to be prepared for the crisis. They can't wait till it strikes. That's 24 hours too late, even if it's a second later.
It's been nice talking to you. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Sam.